So I'm guessing you clicked this video because you want to be a better bow hunter. You're not shooting too good trying all this target archery perfect form stuff. So I'll help you make shots more like this. Deer don't do what you want them to do. They come in behind you. They come in to the sides of you. If you have to be perfectly square enough to hold back for 10 seconds to go through your shot cycle, chances are you're never gonna get a shot. But if I'm shooting the way that I'm shooting, I'm probably gonna take home that deer because I can do this. And hit exactly where I want to. The deer might even come in to the side of you. Even though you're set up for shooting this way, he might come in front of you. What are you gonna do? You can't get your shoulder square to shoot him. I ain't gotta worry about it. Imagine you're doing a stalk, or you're trying to sneak up on a deer, and you got a little rise or some kind of cover in front of you. The only reason that deer can't see you is because you're hunkered down like this. This is a 64-inch longbow. You could be hunting with a shorter bow, but still, say I have to rise up to shoot like that, I might not get that deer. But if I'm hunkered over like this, and that deer comes in, I don't even have to raise up. I could make that shot from the ground. Say I'm walking this way, or I'm set up this way, and I hear deer, or I'm looking at deer, and then don't know what they are, but all of a sudden I hear something behind me. Oh crap, there's the buck I'm after. Well, I ain't got time to turn around, sneak around, so that I can shoot him like this. I'm gonna have to make that shot in a weird angle, right about like this. Or, what if I'm turned exactly the other way? Now what am I gonna do? This is a really tricky position. I'd have to definitely spin around this time. But what if I didn't have to? Just saying, bow hunting and target shooting are two different things. Hey guys, welcome to Feel Spirit. Hope you've been feeling spirit lately. Today, I want to talk about bow hunting form and target archery form are two different things. It came to my attention after hunting groundhogs the past little bit. I can't hold a Tom Clum, Joel Turner, hold for 10 seconds, go through everything consciously. I can't hold that shot at a groundhog that is constantly twitchy and movie. The only way you're gonna get away from for a shot is if they're just standing up looking at you for 10 seconds. It's the only way you're gonna get away with making a shot on something like that. Squirrel, rabbit, you'd be screwed unless they just sit still. And animals do not sit still. To a bow hunter like myself, I shoot targets all summer long just because I like shooting my bow, but I'm not out here to shoot perfect 10 ring, 12 ring, X NFA target shots. I'm not here to be an archer, I'm here to be a bow hunter. I started getting into that, oh, I have to have perfect form, and my shots went from being able to stack arrows to I couldn't even hit the target because I was trying so hard to make this little perfect form come to life, when in reality I couldn't do that because that perfect form didn't exist. What existed was the form that was good for bow hunting that I needed to adapt. And I realized that all the greatest bow hunters and the greatest target archers, they shoot two different ways. A lot of these people that are shooting, I can't square my shoulders to the target, draw to load, transfer to hold. I can't do those things when my feet are constantly like very widely spread and I'm forced to stand like this at what I want to hit, right? I can't, it's so hard to make that shot. If I had this shot like this and I had a shot process that was more superior for bow hunting, if I had that shot process, I could just and make that shot, and I'd be taking home a deer or elk or small game or whatever it is so much more often than if I had the bow had to be straight up, taking my time, find my string walk or my string walk. Not fixed crawl's pretty decent for hunting, because string walk or whatever, and then have to hold the bow vertically. It's really hard to hold a bow vertically and shoot when you're crouched down on the ground real short, or you're shooting down out of a tree. It's really hard to hold the bow like that. So holding the bow and shooting with a cant, if you're a bow hunter, is more superior. If you're a target archer, shooting with a bow that's pointed straight up is probably the better thing for you. But we have to understand that not one thing is going to work for everybody. Everybody is different, and people are going to shoot how they need to shoot and not how you need to shoot. It's just sad that a lot of people take things as gospel when they're not. You don't have to shoot the way that I do. I'm just trying to give you tips to make you a better bow hunter. If you're wanting to be a target archer, now I've got some things that'll apply to everything, but I got so deep into wanting to have that perfect form that I couldn't even hit the target because I was so focused so much on my form rather than making a good quick shot. And even though I'm doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, I'm just doing it in a quicker manner. That's the only difference between my form and a lot of target archers' form. So when people say something, don't take it as gospel. Try it out yourself, and if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. If it does work for you, it works for you, but it doesn't apply to everybody. Everybody does not have to shoot like John Demmer. Nobody has to shoot just like Tom Clum, Joel Turner, Clay Hayes, Howard Hill, Fred Bear. Nobody has to shoot like all these people. Ron Jenkins. All these people shoot differently. I am not a target archer, I'm a bow hunter. So I'm going to shoot the way that makes me a better bow hunter and not a better target archer. I kind of discussed this a little bit in my last video, but I feel like it needs its own video because a lot of people take what a lot of other people say as gospel when y'all are two different people. People's body structures are different. Things are going to feel more comfortable to some people than they do other people. You have to find what works for you. You need to chew up the meat and spit out the bones. Not everything, nobody is perfect 100% right. Nobody is perfectly right. Nobody on this earth today is perfectly right in anything they do. People still have wrong points, wrong opinions, wrong views. Even if they're one of the best people you've ever met in the world, they still make mistakes. And they might not. You need to know, oh hey, this does not work for me. I don't need to be implementing this into my shot. I was shooting this morning and shooting terribly, and I was like, I have to fix this. So I brought back some of my old habits that I was convinced were bad and brought them back and realized that shooting quick is not a bad thing, because I'm doing the same thing. I'm just allowing my subconscious to do it rather than consciously making the decision, because it would make me a better bow hunter to shoot faster. What I'm going to do real quick, and while I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes, is shoot a couple of shots real quick, go through what I'm doing, and then I'll close the video. So I'm just over 15 yards. The first thing I'm going to do is shoot the target archery way that I thought was perfect form. So what I would do is I would consciously go through the big bug. I would consciously go through my full form consciously rather than just shooting, right? So I'd hook the string, grab the bow, make sure my pressure's down and right, hold the bow up, right out off to the left, draw into it, all right, set my feet, draw into it, aim, fire, right? That's what I would do. But what I realized yesterday while I was hunting groundhogs is I didn't have time to do all that. The thing would stand up and I'd have to, and then it would already be back down. And then when it stood up again, I drew back again. And as I let go, he started dropping, and I shot over top of him because he ducked the arrow. When I shot the second one, I held back for just a second, but I reverted back to a lot of the old things that I did, and I smoked it. So what I do now is I just grab the bow and set like this, and it's the same process. I just allow my subconscious to take over. Target panic can't hurt you unless you give it the power to hurt you. It's not there unless you believe it's there. The more you believe it's there, the more it's there. If you're yipping to the target or whatever, you're just yipping to the target. Don't even call it target panic. Just work on fixing it and then be done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through like how I'm normally shoot now, and I do still hold back for like about 2-3 seconds, but still it's the same process. Just I allow my subconscious to shoot faster, and I allow myself to draw. I still draw with my back, but not all the way back. Cam over, set, transfer a hold, let go, right? So I just grab the bow, pick my spot, and I just barely hit left to where I was looking. And I'll shoot at that knock this time. Just to left. And I snapshot that one. I didn't even hold out and back. But everything was ready. Why not let it go?